Well, welcome. Girls are in their huddles. Casuarina on the right of your screen. MINDIL in their yellow and black, the bright colours. Looks like they're going to swap over after the captains got together with the centre referee, Mark. And welcome. This is McDonald's giving the opportunity for live streaming of the Women's Premier League Round 4 for 2022. This is the second game of this round. And what is in front of us is a lot of determined, committed young players. Key word there is young. Some very young players out there on both sides. But incredibly quick as well. And looking forward to seeing this one get underway. So welcome. It's Saturday afternoon, a warm one too in Darwin. It's been pretty hot. Humidity's up there. And Kirby gets us underway with a big kick downfield where Rachel Jawan collects, comes back. That's got a little bit too much on it, so it'll go out of play. From the number 14 for MINDIL. So throw in for the Rowdies, Casuarina's nickname. Current champions of Darwin. Winners in an epic battle against Hellenic in certainly the best game last year across any field and any competition. Ash Sales will come up for throw-in. Right on the halfway here at Larrakia Park, Darwin Football Stadium. And good intervention from MINDIL. Little header. And another one. Imogen Wright this time. Now put away by Matilda Carter. And Cassie Reeve in there, controlling the ball, coming away with a knock. Perhaps she's all right. And Ash Sales again. Matilda Carter once more. Ball comes again. We've got multiple footballs on the pitch. It's like deja vu, Groundhog Day. It is. We're going to do it again. Sales, Carter, Sales, Carter, Sales, Carter. See what happens on this, a fourth occasion. Now Sales again. Runners in every way. And Matilda, there we go. 4 in a row. We'll try 5. Matilda having a wry smile to herself. And we'll go the other way. This time Lauren Douglas. Tackled quickly. Still with the ball, trying to make her way through 2 players and does. Then gets a little toe pass through, which is really effective. And that's a lovely ball from, and there's a shot on goal. And there's going to be another one. That is brilliant. That is such a strong opening. Rachel Hoffman, what a sensational pass. No look, got the ball on the and a really nice little toe from Lauren Douglas. Then ran towards Douglas, and you'll see on the replay just a beautiful ball across in front of the first Casuarina runner, but not the second one. And that's the foul coming through Melissa and putting that one away. And the keeper for MINDIL did a good job on the first occasion, took it in and just unfortunately bounced out again, and the Casuarina striker got another chance at it. So they're 1 up on the scoreboard. And there's the goal scorer now trying to feed the left-hand flank of their attacking side. But it's now with MINDIL. Rachel Jawan now on the right side. That ball's come through the middle. And number 14 for MINDIL is Bonnie McNeil. We didn't have the team sheets at the time, so sorry, Bonnie, and welcome to WPL. Key player and captain, Dry Kirby with the ball. Dry looks up and sends one across. Didn't quite find the mark. Ash Sales got in there first. Now there's a chance for MINDIL on the grandstand side. Ball taken out by the Rowdies, so it'll be for MINDIL. And Kira Bernard coming up to take that. Been involved already, Kira. Throw in, directed towards an influential player for them, meaning MINDIL. Rhea Gray. as this one is incredibly influential. And Aragon gets through, now on a rush. Tegan McWilliam in front of her. Tegan will wait and then just calmly waits for the ball to come away. Kirby, Bernard. Great play from Tegan. Waited to the Casuarina striker, had the ball too far in front and then pounced. I think they'll be coming that way again in a minute. It's Nikki Kalidas, number 8. And a strong tackle from Benedetto. Marty Lely goes back and puts it to the keeper. Nicolina Hordas urging her players on. Mr. Jafar puts one through, and now it's an opportunity again coming from Hoffman. Happy to do the assist role this afternoon so far. 5 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard, Women's Premier League. Douglas going across field, trying to get through Carter. Matilda, absolute rock at the back there for Mindil. Nice little turn into Aragon, and so dangerous in that position, the youngster. Now goes to Hoffman. This time takes a shot into the side netting. And the keeper for Mindil calmly watched the ball into the netting. Yasmina Labinski had a good year already. Very fortunate to have very competent keepers across the Women's Premier League. Mina goes short. Kirby goes back to Tegan McWilliam. Tegan's got Carter, but goes back to her captain. The captain now will try and take it forward. The pressure comes from Nikki Kalidas already. A little battle between those two. One on this occasion by the Rowdies, and out comes Yasmina. Off the line early. Smart play. Sophia Pablo first to the ball. Into the centre. Not exactly where she wanted to put it. Bonnie McNeil involved. Now Rhea Gray pressuring Cassie Reeve. Cassie goes back with a good ball, gives Michelina Hordas plenty of time to get away from, and that's an unfortunate one for Emma. Ball just bounced up into her arm, the number 6. Electrifying number 6 for Mindil, Emma Ryan. This will be left for Cassie, and Reeve will, with good football technique, send this, and that's a lovely kick. Just one stride and bang. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ball. Hoffman onto it. What will she do? Turns it in early. Goes to Bernadette and Chino. That's dummy for Hoffman. What a nice little work from 3 players then. Nice little dummy from Melissa Jaffer. Bernadette and Chino in there as well, and of course Aragon featuring in the end. Some potency up there for Casuarina. Rhea Gray doing what Rhea does, running all day. Crossfield, upfield, and just collecting and cleaning up for Mindil, and she's done that once again. And nice work from Douglas on McNeil. So across the front, we've got Hoffman and Cito and Aragon sitting in behind them. Melissa Defoe, Nikki Kalidas, Lauren Douglas controlling the middle. At the back, Cassie Reeve, Marty Lely, Sophia Pablo, and Michelina at the back. Mindil trying something different today with Emma Ryan in the midfield role. Rachel on the right wing for them. Rhea Gray up front for Mindil. And this young player, number 16, Abby Gregg, up the front as well. There's a nice ball from Ryan. It's going to have to be dealt with because Rachel Joanne will not stop. Came in there and well played. Nearly got a corner for a team. It'll be a goal kick. Just bounced favourably for Casuarina on this occasion. Good pressure from Mindil. 8.5 minutes, nearly 9 on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's. Opportunity to live stream. 2 clubs with a really proud history of developing the women's game. Male champions in both clubs. Martino, the coach of Casuarina, and McWilliam, Dave, for Mindil. Give their heart and soul and a lot of time to the Women's Premier League. Nikki Kalidas. Dry Kirby holding her up. Now she gets the ball through to Hoffman. Hoffman tries a little tricky onward pass, but it's not going to work because Kirby's got it back again. That's a lovely bit of work from Dry in the back. She'll be pulled up by the referee. Dry having plenty of say in the midfield already for Mindil. And this is not out of her range as well. So the referee setting the wall. Only two there at the moment. Reeve and so it's going to be Cassie and Melissa in the wall. Dry Kirby ready. Moves in. It's a long ball in and one bounce into Hordas. And Michelina will bounce the ball out as she heads out with the bright and deep pink jersey, black shorts and the white socks, and equally colourful boots. Carter. Mindil, this is Bernard. Cassie Reeve will get that rebound. So it'll be a throw in for Casuarina. This time thrown in by Hoffman. Now the captain has got him underway again. This is Bernadette and Cito. And didn't get really much of a piece of that. And it'll just harmlessly bounce towards Lipinski. Yasmina takes the time, rolls the ball in the hands and then gets it afield and further afield. Rhea Gray pushing wide again. Such a committed player and a good ball through to Greg. Ash Sales has to put on a bit of pace to pull that up, put it out of play on the grandstand side. Thank you to Ward Keller, the Territory Law Firm. They are the personal and business dispute resolution team. Great supporters of the women's game. 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. And Greg pushing on Sales here. That's good pressure from Mindil. I need to keep it up because the movement's coming from Casuarina. This is Lauren Douglas on a run. Good tackle from Matilda Carter. Delays the raid somewhat and gives Dry Kirby a chance to get in there and do her work. He'll go the way of Jiraiya. Carter will take this one. You can see across the front four at the moment. Rhea Gray, Greg, Ryan and Jawan. Plenty of pace in that, especially with Emma Ryan. Hasn't had a chance to show that yet. It'll come. 12.5, nearly 13 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard has elapsed. Kirby in there again, goes captain to captain. This is Hoffman on the ball. And Kirby doing lots of work. Good work from the number 8 for the Rowdies. And now we have a chance for Bernadette, but Tegan William calmly controlling the back, as is Matilda Carter. Ball still alive. Kira Bernard. Now McWilliam in there, and that ball's going to go out of play to the advantage of Mindil. So it'll be a goal kick. Restart. Yasmina goes towards McNeil. And tough work from Bonnie. As Sales. Ball's gone the other way. This will be taken by Abby. She swapped with Kira Bernard, it looks like. Douglas. So through those two defenders, Abby Gregg stays with her. Good pressure from the number 16. Got to stay with her. Accidental, couldn't do much about it. She was just running, trying to change her position. No intent whatsoever. Pure accident. They'll pull them up, restart them. But good pressure from Abby. So Cassie Reeve. Don't want to put the commentator's curse on her, but these are usually right where you want them. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely ball in. And Melissa was there first with a header. Now it's with an Aragon holding the ball up. So clever from Eki. Goes back to Kalidas. Now out to Reeve. And Reeve will have a shot from there. And Melissa says, thank you. I should have run onto that. Promising stuff from the Rowdies. They're one up already. Keeper from Mindil has to do the long run to the corner, furthest point of the field, grab the ball, brings it back, and not sure if she'll take it or Tegan. We'll see. 15 minutes has elapsed. Second game of round 4. And Yasmina goes up the middle to a safe and clever option in Dry Kirby, and she's just shown the. That was a good ball through. Rachel Dewan wasn't quite to it. Now she'll have it, Rachel. Brings it down the first time. Gets around Pablo. Now trying to push around Nadia Lely. There's a foot race between those two. Great engines on both players. Working hard. And well done, Rachel, keeping the ball. Now goes back. It's a ball all the way back. And picked up in the end by Jade Bates. Mindil still with it. Ria Gray in there. Now it's Sophia Pablo clearing it away, but only as far as N. Aragon. Nice work from the left-sided player. And then Carter gets over and clears it away. But it's far too narrow even for Matilda to progress that. So it's gone out of play. We'll come back to the throw-in for the team running left to right on your screens. They are Casuarina, nicknamed the Rowdies. And they're in their traditional black with the white check. White trim on the shorts and those deep pink socks. And they have a 1-0 advantage. Mindil with an opportunity from that throw-in. Away goes Rachel Dewan. Nadia Lily comes in now. Rachel turns it in. Ria Gray has it. Really tight formation playing in there. Now it comes away back to Dry Kirby, the captain. Pressure already comes from Douglas. The two number 12s will have a ding-dong battle this afternoon. Nice work from Jade. See then the extra work from the number 3 for Mindil on that replay. Jade involved again. Saturday afternoon in Darwin. 28 degrees, feels like 38. This is a little bit of a breeze coming in, which is moving that hot air around. The humidity was just under the 80% mark. 4 o'clock game was very, very hot. At least we've got no direct sunshine at the moment. Nice one from Hordass off a back pass from Nadia Lely. Now it's Douglas at pace. Dry Kirby with her. Pressure will come now from the two number 12s and two crucial players in these football teams. Hoffman on the charge. And interesting battle between those two. Tegan as strong as ever. Shadows and protects the ball. So a goal kick restart. Lebinsky goes up the middle. Good run from McNeil. Have opportunity. Goes back to Abby Gregg. Abby pushes it further afield. Ash Sales gets there first time king. Kick forward. And Abby got to it first, but it bounced for Douglas, number 12 for Casuarina. Now Hoffman has it, pushing it further forward now. Nice work from Ann Aragon. Good tackle, needed to be from Tegan McWilliam. And Emma Ryan showing her pace, catching up with Melissa Defau and putting the ball out of play for Mindil. So throw in result. Pablo Sophia will get us restarted. Looks around. Goes down to Enarigan. And off she goes. Good counter tackle from Bates. Slowing the progress. Pablo and an arrogant, nice little interplay. Unfortunately offside, but promising. They're very, very positive this afternoon, pushing forward at every opportunity and at pace. Nice little interplay, good possession. From Casuarina, MINDIL yet to really press on goal. Incredibly capable of doing it. There's an opportunity for them. They move forward now. A little accidental handball. Rachel Joanne was going to get going. She's going to leave it. Carter will come up. Bates will move forward as well. And then Carter puts it forward. Unfortunately, finds Pablo. And Matilda comes forward again. Nice work from Matilda. Got the ball. Now she puts one through, and that's a good ball. Rachel Joanne all on her own. Nadia Lely on the inside. What will they do here? Rachel turns an early ball into Ria Gray. Ria, nice turn in to avoid the oncoming defenders. Goes further back to McNeil. Bonnie's can see Rachel. Sends a good ball out to her. And Rachel Joanne realised she was in an offside position. Let the ball roll out of play. Smart play from the number 9 for MINDIL. Still a chance for MINDIL in their attacking half. They'll get the ball now. It's Jade. The number 3, Bates, with the ball. Finds Emma. And Ryan goes back. Goes all the way back now to Tegan McWilliam, just on the about a metre into attacking half. Good tackle and presence from Nikki Kalidas. Now equally good stuff for Emma Ryan. She just takes off so quick. Is the number 6 for MINDIL. Now has a chance for Ria Gray. Gets past there, heads towards goal. Takes the shot. And it's gone onto the roof. And sit there on the top for everyone to see where it landed. You just see here now with Ria. Gets away from Nadia Lely. Takes a first time shot. Keeper had it covered, but promising stuff from MINDIL. Coming down that right side, where Rachel sits. Rachel Joanne. Ria Gray will traverse from left to right as she is now. Got a good engine on it. Ryan didn't quite find the mark on that occasion. Now it comes back to the goal scorer who pushes forward. Tegan William has to intercede. And does. Dry Kirby working hard. Hoffman. Nice pressure from Greg. Now's a chance for Rachel, the number 9. Not a lot of her. Plenty of effort. And she'd like that one again. And she will to get another throw in. Saturday evening. Local time. Heading towards 6:30. Game time. About 23 minutes have elapsed. 1-0 advantage to the Rowdies. MINDIL pressing. Ria Gray. Smart footballer. And see, just waited, pounced. Now gives a good ball off to Emma Ryan. What's Emma going to do? She's going to have a shot? No, a pass. And it's a good, well-directed one towards Bonnie McNeil. She's going to have to do some work because she got an unfortunate deflection. And there's a chance here for Carter to reset. Try to put a pass through to McNeil. And Michelina will smartly let the ball come into area and then just roll one out to Ash Sales. It's gone further now to Hoffman. Good pressure from the MINDIL Aces. And that results in Dry Kirby in a good position with the ball. She goes back to Abby Gregg. Number 16 now trying to push one through to Kira Bernard, and does. Ball bouncing around reasonably aimlessly at the moment from both sides. Carter now has a chance to move him forward. It's come off Hoffman and stay in play. Nice play from Kira, holding the ball up for a captain. Little nutmeg from Jiraiya, and then an early ball across. Pablo has to deal with it because there are plenty of Mindil players around it. And she dealt with it really well. Great stuff from Bonnie. Bonnie can push it wide and does. Now it's chance for Rachel Dewan. Turns it in. And an awkward one for Michelina. But in the end, gathered. Wants the team to go forward. So an opportunity for Rachel on the right wing for Mindil. Scored a number of great goals. Rachel Dewan in her time here at Mindil in the Women's Premier League. Not sure if she's got one this year yet. The stats man's not here. What we do know is that she's really capable in front of goal. At the moment, we're a long way from there. Emma Ryan goes out to the aforementioned Dewan, goes back to Ryan. Ryan tries to return the favour, tries it again. Still going. Pablo, good defensive effort. Now Cassie Reeve, and goes a long ball across, and it's a great one to her captain. Just to come back and meet it, but we'll take an opportunity. But the tenacity of the number 16 shown there. Well played, Abby. Ash Sales goes short to Douglas. Douglas holding the ball up and puts a little one across to the number 10. Nice skills from her. Not happy with the pass. Gets it back though, and then that's a better one. If Hoffman can keep it in, and she does. Now they move forward. The Rowdies goes back to Nikki Kalidas. And Nikki turns. Nice play the way she changed direction then. But they've lost the ball. Fighting back for it now. So Melissa Jafar involved. French player with immense skill. Number 10 for the Rowdies on the ball now. You can just see the way she just knows the game. Turns comfortably. Goes to Douglas. Douglas under pressure from Jiraiya Kirby, who's just been everywhere. Jiraiya's tank must be empty already. She's put in so much effort. Now it's a chance for Hoffman on the run. First time, ball's in, and it's a goodie. At the back there is Bernadette. And then Thito not quite to it in time. Now comes the speedster. Emma puts a ball in. McNeil. She's got Jiraiya Kirby on the inside. Jiraiya looks tired. All the effort she's put in already. Have to run the most on the pitch with probably a teammate, the number 4. Going now to put pressure on Reeve. And I'm talking about Rio Gray. And a little chance. It's disappointing because Rachel's work was good. Found by Reeve, and Reeve's pushed it front. Again, Cassie's work was good. Captain just wasn't 100% switched on there to her pass. So they'll get another go at it. Comes to Kira Bernard. Goes back short. McNeil. McNeil pushes one back to Bernard. Bernard goes across to the captain. And Melissa expertly defends and retrieves the ball. But they still, now they have it. Douglas turning on the 20-cent piece. Now Hoffman, that one runs past Kalidas. Bernadette and Cito now puts it over. Now it's a run for Jade Bates and Aragon, and they come together shoulder to shoulder. The ball goes out of play. 28 minutes past on the Northcrest scoreboard. Thank you to McDonald's. Appreciate so much their work for the women and girls football and for the live streaming opportunity. Steel Line, another great sponsor. Service over and above in the supply of steel. And NTF, they are your construction supply specialist. Your local construction supplier, NTF. This is Emma Ryan trying to feed one through. Can't on this occasion. Now there's a second attempt. That's Bates pushing it long and towards the centre of the field, where Reeve picks it up and Cassie sends another good ball out. This time to her captain. Hoffman feeds again, but Carter's alert to it, and Matilda will clean that up, as she usually does, and has done again. Douglas and Hoffman, now Sales. All the way back to Hodas. And Hodas will then come back to Casuarina. Pressure coming from Rhea Gray. Good work from Rhea. Always on the move, always on her toes. And try Kirby going back to the ever reliable Tegan McWilliam. One to Bonnie McNeil. Pressure comes from the number 12, and Douglas has just swung around from there. Gets the ball into Enarigan, and Enarigan puts it back to Bernadette Encino. And Bernadette has come from an offside position. Didn't work on this occasion, but you can see the interplay between those at the front. Always relies on someone like Lauren Douglas or Nikki pushing those balls through and winning them in the midfield, and then giving their attacking 3 or 4, depending who's there, an opportunity. This occasion they pulled up, but they've had some promise and a goal already. Hoffman, who was the assister on the first goal, if there's such a word. She's on the ball again. She can shoot on either foot. Unselfish player. She's going to have a shot this time. And great work from Yasmina. It was a late one and dipping into that right corner too. And there were bodies in front of Yasmina, so you would have seen that late. You'll see on the replay. It's a deflection as well. And Levinsky in there. Solid work from the keeper. So it'll be a corner kick. Thanks to Northcrest, we have about 31 minutes elapsed. And of course, Northcrest has their house and land display centre at Berrima. Join the growing community at Northcrest. It's a good ball in, plenty of height, and first to the ball was Enarigan, the number 11, and headed wide, but not that far wide. Good technique. Got there early. No one else really went and chased that ball down, except for the number 11 for Kaz. Hoffman off a Douglas pass, turns it back into the danger area. Ball still alive, and there's a shot. You'll see on the replay that I guarantee Bernadette was just trying to put that over the keeper. Didn't want to kick the leather off the ball, just wanted to place it. Smart play from Bernadette and Cito. Now it comes back to Rhea Gray. Speaking of smart players, McNeil trying to feed one back to the number 4, but can't. Ash Sales there again. Reliable Ash on this right back position for Casuarina each and every week. Unheralded. Does a good job for the team. Emma Ryan skirting and scooting across the pitch. Pressure coming. And good pressure in the end. Mindil throw. Douglas. It's a return from Nikki. Douglas still with the ball. Turns, waits for the defender to commit, and then makes her decision. So clever. A really accomplished footballer is Lauren Douglas, the number 12, moving forward at pace again. Great work from Matilda Carter. Delayed it again, and then Matilda will clear it away. Well done from Carter. Bernard goes back. McNeil intercedes. On the ball, got a bit of space and time, but Hoffman came in and took that away. And then Carter has to get involved again. This will go out of play. 33.5 minutes on the Northcrest scoreboard. 1-0 advantage to the Rowdies. And McMillan making a sub early. Just see who's come from the pitch. Looks like Kira Bernard has. And Kira's been replaced, we think. We'll know in a minute. Well, that's Jade Bates. So all the way through that first half, I do apologise to you, Ella. You're on that far right side, and we thought you were 13 on my sheet. My apologies. So Barry, Ella Barry, my apologies, Ella. Good work over there in the right back position. You're now joined by Jade Bates, who's come onto the left side in a forward position for Mindil. And Melissa on a run, the number 10. Ball at her feet still, gets it away. Now push forward off the number 8. Now goes wide to Pablo, and Sophia has time, sees the call and the point from Lauren Douglas. She does the same back, and now Nikki Kalidas has a chance, takes the shot, and unfortunately it's just bounced awkwardly just in front of Yasmina and gone into goal. Thank you to 4 new sponsors join us this year: Urban Spice Pantry, Stealth Medical, Hudson Apartments Hotel, and Fresh Point Cafe. Carter with the ball. Matilda, one of the key players at the back, with Tegan McWilliam and Ella Barry in the right position, and in the left position Abby Gregg has dropped back. So plenty of movement from Mindil. They're working their formations out, what they'd like as they move through this game. 35.5 minutes of that game has been moved through. Pablo gets a right arm overthrow from the keeper, but Emma Ryan's there first. Still not enough to keep the ball. Nadia Lilly has it, goes down to Melissa, and Defar goes further afield. Tegan McWilliam comes in. Nice work from Anna Green. Kisses the ball forward. Bernadette and Cito goes at pace to it. Referee was playing advantage. Nice struggle between Carter and then Cito. But we'll come back to the original collision and foul, which will go the way of the Rowdies. Yeah, go and get the football, unfortunately. So players will move forward. Mindil ready. Whistle goes, moves in. Falls for Dryer Kirby. Doesn't get the right bounce for her. Unlucky. Rowdies have it. Kalidas, now Douglas. Tight distance between those two players. Now nice work between the captain and the number 12. Then puts the ball in. It's always dangerous in the air. And got to it first again was the number 11. Ball still alive. Maybe Greg trying to get it out, and unfortunately this occasion comes back in again. This time Matilda Carter gets her head to it, and there's a shot from Melissa. Will go into the, well, almost the side netting. Certainly come off the inside. My apologies, on the outside of the upright, on the right side of that goal. Lebinsky gets us started. Nice leap from the number 10 from Casuarina to get there first. Ball still falls for Mindil. Dewan. Now all alone in that centre circle. Too much space for Lauren Douglas. She'll use every centimetre of it. It's a good pass through, but Tegan McWilliam will clean that one up, and does. Tegan puts a short one through to Raya. Gets her another return ball from Kirby. Kirby goes across to Carter. Carter goes further afield to Barry, and Ella on a run. Good battle there with Arrogant, still onto it. Well done, Ella. Push Casuarina some distance from goal. They're now advancing forward. And Abby Gregg there, nice work. Still haven't cleared the danger. Carter attempted to, but it's just going to aimlessly go over the sideline here on the grandstand side. 2-0 advantage to the team running left to right on your screen. They are Casuarina Football Club, the Women's Premier League side, the Rowdies, up against the Aces, who now have a chance to get it away. They do. Goes to the substitute Jade Bates. Jade plays it over the top, looking for a runner, and gets the ball on a return herself, but that one's been picked off by Defar. Ball, that's nice work from the sub Bates. Ooh, that hurts. Cassie really concerned, goes running forward, holding Jade. She will be winded from that because Reeve is a special talent, and when she collects the ball it really does hurt. So referee showing concern. You've got Sharon there, you should get her involved. Yes, now. Sharon, of course, the trainer for Casuarina. Plenty of experience. So a short break, why you could feel it and hear it from up here. It was hit with real purpose, as Cassie does on every occasion. They're just caring for her and getting some air into those lungs. You can see the amazing purple, mauve sunset and the sky colour at the moment here. Almost a full moon sitting above us. Pulling back from the player of concern, which is Jade Bates. Still struggling to get past that winding. As I said, we've got a full moon there and a purple sky. And Jade will have to come from the pitch. Nope, she's staying on. Referee's happy with that. Players are going back to their positions. We'll get the boys here on camera to give you a look at the night sky at the moment. We're losing a lot of the purple though while we're waiting. But an amazing sunset across Darwin, which is internationally known for that. Now it comes to Hoffman, and she goes across field, but it'll only go as far as McNeil. Pushes it further afield to Joanne. Rachel, first touch on this occasion wasn't as best she would like, and gave an opportunity for the number 8 from Casuarina to get involved. And now she's going to get another chance though. Unfortunately, it's now backs against the wall against the Casuarina raid, but they've retrieved the ball. And there's a chance. Nice work from Ria Gray, and unfortunately offside. But there, you can see they've got some nice passing into play. Some great midfielders out there. Dry Kirby and Emma Ryan playing midfield today. And a roving passport for Ria Gray. She's moving and putting plenty of Ks into those legs. This is Cassie Reeve for Casuarina. Just 2 bounces and puts it 40 metres afield. Well directed. Tegan McWee now battling with Bernadette, the number 15 for Casuarina. Now we're back with Nikki Kalidas, even further back to Cassie Reeve, who just got that last section of play underway. That's a loose one from Marty Lally, and that's got Dry Kirby coming at them now. And then Dry puts a lovely ball through, beats Pablo. Now it gives Rachel Jawan, who has to go sideways to get towards the sideline to get it. And that pushed her further afield. She may have had a chance to come closer to goal. And Michelina Hordas will collect. Pablo. Rhea Gray over the football. You often get injured with that. She's okay, up and running again. That's a great ball. Defar just looked up and unleashed a ripper. And then there's another sensational ball back from Rachel Hoffman, directed exactly where it should be. Didn't connect on this occasion for Casuarina, but 2 passes. And they're in the opportunity line just in front of goal. And they've had to come back a bit now because of Mindil's good work. And if Mindil can keep this ball, they can turn something from this into a positive. And Sales and Jade at pace. And Bates will win a throw in for her side. Well played. We've only got seconds of regulation time to go. There will be a little bit of time added on with the unfortunate winding of Jade Bates there before. So that's Abby Gregg chasing it up, the number 16 with the ball. Abby keeps going forward and forward. That's the spot. And throws in now. Pushed back by Kaz, so it'll be another throw in. This time finds Rhea. Pressure comes quickly from Lauren Douglas, but it still remains with Mindil. So we're into 1 minute of time added on. Throw in again. Ryan. Douglas in a little battle. Rhea Gray steps in and maturely and calmly collects the ball. Now Abby has a chance to go forward. Tackle comes from Hoffman. She goes again. The number 16. Good pressing. Still with Casuarina. They move forward. Nice work from Barry. Ella stopping that run forward then. Now we're back here well and truly around halfway of the defensive half of Casuarina. There goes the whistle from Mark, the central referee. We have 2 goals. And they're all with Casuarina at this stage as they head into the sheds, where they'll hear, in the case of Mindil, from their coach Dave McWilliam. And Martina Suarez will take the reins for the Casuarina side. I can see Ben there as well and a few of the other support staff. But my name's Bruce Stoller. Thank you for joining us for this live streaming of FNTV's presentation of the Women's Premier League for 2022. This is round 4, second game. We go into the sheds 2-0 up for the Rowdies. Be back shortly. Take care.
Saturday evening here at Larrakia Park under a amazing full moon on a really warm Saturday evening as you get in Darwin, and plenty of heat on the pitch as well. I want to quickly talk about the two number 12, Gerard Kirby for Mindil and Lauren Douglas for Casuarina. Both wholehearted players, really skillful, controlling that midfield. There's a real battle there between those two, and whoever wins it usually sends their team forward. So they are crucial. And then they've got their soldiers working off that. So you've got Nikki Kalidas, and then on the other side you've got Emma Ryan, who's playing sort of in the midfield this time. So dangerous on the outsides of their Mindil's attack, but in the middle tonight, and really hasn't a lot of touches, but if she does and gets some space, you look out. She's an amazing young player, Emma Ryan, number 6. I want to quickly also talk about some of the defensive work that we've seen from both the right and left backs for both teams. Barry's been really good on the right-hand side, and I apologise to you as well, calling you Bates for half the game, but I need some new glasses. Apologies to you. But I also love the work that Ash Sales does, the opposite number right. Both those players, week in, week out, do their job, do the chores, do the sort of stuff that's not exciting, but just do it every week, and it's really important for both football teams. So congratulations to those two players. Look, it's 2-0 up for Casuarina. That's not an overwhelming thing for Mindil to get back in check on the board. They're quite capable of doing that. They've got plenty of goal scorers, so we'll see. But what they need to do is keep Casuarina where they are now, which is 2-0 ahead. We look forward to the second half. This is Women's Premier League, round 4, and as I said, we have a 2-0 advantage to Casuarina, the Rowdies, and we're looking forward to seeing, under this beautiful full moon on an incredibly purple sunset before, some more women's football here in the top end of Australia. The best place you ever be at is Darwin. Good night. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of full moon football on this Saturday evening, and a couple of subs coming on. Again, a couple of young players, emerging players in both clubs. Number 2 for Mindil, who's impressed since we've seen her play.
That's Peggy Rock. Peggy has plenty of achievements in AFLW up here for the NT football teams in the wet season, in the heat, in the wet. She's shone and now playing for MINDIL, and we're so lucky to have her in a game, and great to see her out there for the second half. And Chloe Shug, again, an emerging player. It's time for the Rowdies. They'll play very different positions, but their addition to the team will add more to it. So they're now ready to go. Referee's in the middle. Mark's always on time. Assistant referee's ready. The Rowdies make their way back. You can see the number 5, Ash Sales, I mentioned in the halftime wrap. Doesn't get a lot of accolades, but such an important part of the defensive pattern for Casuarina, as is Ella Barry on the opposite side and for MINDIL. Where we go, whistle, clear, and rings out through this Saturday evening for the second half of the Women's Premier League match at Larrakia Park. The aforementioned Ash Sales already involved, goes back off a pass and receives it off Hoffman, her captain. And then look at that. That is a superb pass from Dryer Kirby. The vision is amazing. And then Jade didn't really have any other options, so she's gone to goal. She would have to hold it up. There wasn't much on offer in terms of players to pass to. So it'll be collected, sorry, and kicked by Michelina. That one almost hit the moon. Gray. Little tap back to Tegan McWilliam. Pressure comes from Bernadette and Cito, and she's on her way. Tegan comes back to reply, and it was Tegan's second effort that pushed the running Bernadette further from goal. And has just pushed one to the right of the left upright. So an early raid from Casuarina. Still haven't been really dealt with. Here's an opportunity. Turned on the inside of the right boot. She likes it. And she's gone to ground. Hands to her face. It's a little hug and a help up from Ann Aragon, but Defar, Melissa would normally put that and bury it. Still wasn't far off. She's going for that top right-hand corner. So a let off for MINDIL. Only 2 minutes into the second half. And Yasmina puts one long, finds her captain, goes back to Rhea Gray, and there's Peggy Rock, pushes one further afield, but it's going to unfortunately go out of play. So throw in. Long distance from here. I think that's Ash Sales throwing in. Nice little steal from Emma Ryan. Now we have the captain, Dryer Kirby, pushing one forward. Getting in the way is Melissa, which is effective because they now have the ball. When I say they, I mean Casuarina. That's going to be intercepted by Carter, but only off a deflected Ryan. We'll come back to Kalidas, and now very jumbled bunch of players there now. There's a bit of width. And Rock and Sales in a little battle. Comes away for Peggy. Not even the speedster can pull that one in. Will be the throw in for the Rowdies. They're running right to left on your screen in the black and white with the pink, the deep pink socks. Now Douglas, key player for the football team. Now pushes for Nikki Kalidas, and a nice battle between those two. Now a chance. Dryer's looking for a runner, asking people to move forward. Now she puts one over the top, and Jade Bates will get there first. And Nadia Lely, being the experienced central defender, just waited for the ball. Come their way now. This is Chloe Shug putting it back to Nadia Lely. Nice skills from the number 10. And now goes longer and across field. Nice work from Hoffman. Equally good work from the captain from Mindil, who got in there and stole that. And now sent it back to the dependable McWilliam. Tegan puts one up to Emma Ryan. And Emma puts one forward. And there's a ball through now in a foot race. Barry versus an Arrogant. Nice work from Babinski. Came off the goal, made a decision. Goal line, he made a decision, came absolute purpose. And you can see there with a little victory. Now there's an opportunity for Peggy Rock. And a shot from distance from Ryan. The first instinct is to shoot the number 6. You can't train that. She's intuitively a goal scorer. Hasn't had a chance tonight. Now she's on the run. You can see how quick she is. She's up to against a very clever player in the number 12. Now it comes back across, and nice work from Barry. Clear to the way only as far as Tegan McWilliam. There's a shot, and it's going to be just around the body from young Icky and Arrogant. Lovely talent. Look at this, just bang. Just trying to get it, twist that ball into the back of the net through the right top corner. It's just gone over and bounced off the top of the net. And a good opportunity for Casuarina. They've had the most of them in this short period of second half, around 5-6 minutes of it. And they're still peppering. This one's pushed away by Matilda, and not happy with that. Her standards are high. Chloe Shug sending in, nice little back heel. Now Matilda's in there, all on the ground, but picked up by Nikki Kalidas, and so quick to get back into that possession play that Casuarina love. Short one, Nikki Arrogant. Barry now on a chase. Now it's off for Ria Gray. And those two experienced players, Defar and Gray, come together, and it's going to be a win for Ria on this occasion. So goal kick, restart. Thank you to Ward Keller, Territory Law Firm. They are the personal and business dispute resolution team. The number is 1-800-978-360. 1-800-978-360. I want to thank the Northern Territory Government too for their support of women's football and women's sport in general across the vastness of the NT, which is roughly 18% of the of the landmass, or a little bit less than that, but a lot. This ball will beat the Mindil player, but she'll regather for the throw-in. Looking for someone to go to. Going to go forward. Over to Emma Ryan. Emma working around, and just good work from Ash Sales again. Just stood her ground and waited for the consequence of that challenge from Emma on Douglas, and just picked the ball off. Now it comes back to Emma Ryan. She puts a short one back for McNeil, I think it is. And now it's put in by a good ball and a header. Still alive, so Hoffman put in a ripper, just floated in there once again, and Arrogant was ready for it. Once again she got a head to it, and this time it was ever so close. It just came off the left hand upright of the Mindil goal. We'll see that on a replay in a moment, but there's a now chance for Mindil. That's a great ball from, yet again, from Dwyer Kirby. Bates on the run, the number 13, has a chance here to send it back in. Hits into Nadia Lely. They're still battling it, bouncing around. Ball still alive. Nadia working hard. Now comes for Ria Gray. Can she get there first? Toes it through to a captain. Short ball across. Barry's going to have to run to retrieve it, and not even Ella can get to that one. So come back, and Chloe Shug will have a throw in. Substitute for Casuarina. Chloe goes over the top, finds Carter and Ria Gray coming together, and Not clashing heads, but certainly bracing for a clash. Chloe Shug again. Defar with a nice, clever little head on. And Bernadette Aceto puts a back heel, but Melissa had made the run forward. So they're back in a defensive mode now, Casuarina. Pressure comes from Dry Kirby. Strong stuff from the curb. Now it's come forward again. Now it's a ball into Bernadette Aceto. She's goes the same way again to Melissa, and that's a strong tackle on the ball. You can see again on the replay the hard work of the MINDIL defender there, or player, because she's been everywhere, not just in defence. Got to the ball first. So Melissa Defar will have a chance from the corner. She's capable of twisting and turning this into a goal from there on this full moon football on this Saturday evening. A gorgeous evening. A little bit of a breeze, still taking some of the humidity and the bite out of the air. Ball comes in, goes towards Bernadette Aceto. She pushes it further afield via the head. And this time Carter gets there. Now it's a ball from Abby Gregg. Peggy Rock on a run. And gets there first as Nikki Kalidas. Clever play. Moving forward now, but Peggy Rock's coming back for the challenge and does that. But push forward again. This time Hoffman has it. Hoffman can put a ball through to Enarrigan. Enarrigan thought she was offside. You can see what Eggy was doing. That's okay. They'll get another chance at that. Making sure she wasn't offside, so she turned her direction, and that's just at the time Hoffman was going to push the ball to where she was running. And that allows Yasmina to get in there and clear it up for her team, which is MINDIL. They're running left to right on your screen. .56 minutes past. 2-0 advantage to the team running right to left on your screen with possession at the moment. The Pink Sox. Nice work from Reeve to Nadia Lely. Douglas. Trying to skewer one through the players there, and does. Look at that shot. A lot of goal. She is such a talent. She had moments to look up and see that. And then you have to connect. And then you have to make it clearly with enough pace to beat a good keeper. And she did all of them. Look at this. Pass on, bang, looks up. And Yasmina could do nothing about it. She was in position, the keeper. Went the right way. But the number 11 was just too good on this occasion. And what an occasion for her. That's one for the video album. Now Peggy Rock on a run. They want to get something back and get something out of this MINDIL. They're 3 down. And that's a great run from Peggy. Didn't keep it in the end, but shows the determination of the young player. We're all sitting back admiring the work of that most recent goal. Short pass to Cassie Reeves. She moves it forward, turns one inside to Nadia. Number 3 moves forward, and nice interception from Jiraiya Kirby from her opposition player Douglas. That's got to go away of Jiraiya. Playing advantage. Here's the referee. The battle between the 12s has been fascinating. The keeper keeping the ball, settling the pace, wasting some time, giving a chance for her players to grab some well-deserved oxygen. Nice little back pass from Melissa Defar. Ryan just on this occasion, Douglas has been watching her all game. I know how dangerous the number 6 is for MINDIL. They've kept her reasonably quiet. She has moved into a different position. Now, Hoffman down that right side where a lot of the penetrative runs have come from. And they go that way again. Tegan, short ball to Peggy Rock. Peggy looks across and goes further afield to Ella Barry. Ella, on this occasion, was running back and an awkward ball for her to bring in. So it'll be a throw in for Chloe Shug. Or Casuarina. They've got a 3 to the good on the Northcrest scoreboard. This is McDonald's presentation of the FNT live streaming of the Women's Premier League for 2022. Round 4. This is the second game. Saw a great game last night where Hearts got 3 points. So Carter will get us underway. Not exactly where Matilda wanted it. But Rhea Gray working hard. Look at the skills there from the number 11. Just quickly onto the ball and then a pass in. And Peggy Rock's there now. Peggy moving around from play to play. That's a great vision from Hoffman. And then Douglas will skip through these two players, but not the speed of Peggy Rock. And the ball's still in play. It'll just roll to that corner. But Tegan will collect. You can see here the work of the diminutive number 2 for Mindil. If she hadn't have done that, Douglas would have put her on the right boot and had a go. And there's Ash Sales pulling it forward. A dummy from Hoffman. It's going to fall for an arrogance. She'll turn on her favourite side and take the shot. And this time, ball moving away. Body weight and balance wasn't quite right, so it'll push it past the right upright. The intent was there again, though. Oh, that's an unfortunate header that's going to go back to the dangerous player who just puts it in and nearly went in again. She didn't have a lot of time to think about it. It was a really fortuitous deflection. She was jolly on the spot and there. Took a first time shot and it was drifting away this time. Could have quite easily gone into the side, inside the goal, but on that side netting. Bit of a let off for the yellow and black side, the Mindil Aces. With the ball now, they're running left to right on your screen. Kirby will go back to McWilliam. Tegan does the same, but unfortunately this ball's going to fall for the number 10, and now Hoffman will have a shot from distance. And didn't trouble the keeper. It wasn't far away. I want to thank TriStar, Marcellus and Sons, also Rhino, HP Pavers, all supporters of football 2022. This is the McDonald's live streaming of the Women's Premier League. Can Mindil work their way forward here? Throw in for the Rowdies with a 3-0 advantage. And around 63 minutes past. Douglas, first touch, lovely. Then the vision, finds Ash Sales, who's always presenting. Then a nice ball onto Hoffman. Hoffman will have a shot from there. And again, says misdirected, but not by a lot. And Rachel very happy to play and provide assists tonight, and now have a couple of shots in a row. Throws a head back and thinks what might have been. Saturday evening in Darwin. Bit of full moon football. Beautiful sunset, which went from a purple and mauve to a pink. And just amazing. There's a ball that just got past Ella Barry, so it'll be a throw in. Chloe Shug again, the substitute for Kaz. This ball's come through from a nice header. Melissa DeFau will have a shot. Now she's pushed wide unselfishly. Douglas will turn it on the inside. Tries to get in a better position. Melissa now try to turn in. She's still there with the right boot. She'll have a shot now if she can, and does. Great work from McCarter. Just stayed with her. And a relentless pursuit towards goal from DeFau. And in equal measure, defensive pressure from Matilda Carter. You see Carter in there again. Never let up. Peggy Rock's in there as well. Peggy's got a roving commission. She's everywhere. They've moved Emma Ryan out wider. Just get her the ball. It would be a real challenge for Casuarina if she gets it on the run. Now it goes to Encido, and she goes forward, and then Tegan comes through and does what Tegan does. Good work from her. Now Reeve working hard. Pushes a short one across the sails. And this will go the way of, of Mindil. No, change of mind. It's going to go the way of the Rowdies. So they have the ball, and Hoffman takes off. Still pushing forward. Good pressure from the young Mindil player. Stayed with Hoffman, and that delayed her. That was the reason why the ball's back some 30 metres, 40 metres further from goal. DeFau calling for someone for a run, and that's so clever from Douglas. Found the space. Equally clever from Matilda Carter. Didn't panic. And I know Matilda will send this to the right direction, and that is a ball that was right in front of Bates on the race. Jade keeps it in, running this narrow line, but turns it in, and Nadia Lely says, we'll get this out of here, and does. So a little bit of defensive effort from Nadia to stop the Mindil advance. But a lovely ball from Matilda Carter. Now Dry Kirby has it. Dry turns. Nice work. Turns again. Goes inside DeFau and takes a shot. Ball still alive. And out comes the keeper. And Michelina Hordas sliding along on the right thigh and brings the ball in. This rolls a little one out to Cassie Reeve. And Cassie goes long. Carter intercepts, but now Rhea Gray has to do more work. And Rhea can't bring that one in. So it'll go the way of Chloe Shug and Casuarina. Chloe's had about 6, 7 of these. This is another one. Throw in. Dry Kirby gets there first. Well, that lovely work from Melissa DeFau. Look at that. That is beautiful, beautiful football. Now it goes to Douglas. Douglas moves forward. That's got away from her, and a great tackle from Rhea Gray, and then Kirby in there. And the ball's come forward, but tonight it hasn't really bounced Mindil's way, and that one just goes pretty harmlessly down the middle to Michelina Hordas. And then Cassie Reeve with a nice fade to the right, and then went left, and Emma had to chase. Now here's a ball. No, Douglas got there first. Poor Dry Kirby. He's done so many Ks. Now it comes for Ann Arrogant, and she'll take a shot from there. And that was always going to go over because the body weight was falling back from the pressure from Mindil. Just went to ground. But another day, that'll go into the net, as she's shown us tonight. Her lovely skills. Well, we're going to have a sub. So Ella Barry's come from the field, and on goes substitute for Ella, number 15. It's Bianca. And Bianca Brain will go right in the centre of the circle. Dry Kirby with the ball. Pressure again from Douglas. Relentless. Gets around, and then Douglas has got options left and right. Goes down the middle to Bernadette. Unselfishly pushes it back onto Douglas. Douglas is pushing forward, but Mindil stays strong. And now Carter comes away and unleashes Ryan. And Ryan come pick this ball up quick and turn on the inside. And there she goes. That's what she can do. So important she gets space. She'll put this away. She is a talent. You got her at one end and Arrogant at the other. Just glorious to watch. That's the danger. That's the first time she's been given space, the first time she's been out wide, and she delivers in an instant. And a lot of young players would have put that straight into the keeper, but not Emma Ryan. So I'm going to go all the way back to the smart play from Matilda Carter again. The number 10 for Mindil. Came forward, put a beautiful ball, well balanced, right in front of the run of Emma, and Emma just ran it down at pace as she can do. And Michelina came off the line, out to can do much more. And Ryan pushed it past for a goal. So it's 3-1 at the almost 70-minute mark. And there, the other end is the multi-talented. Look at that little crossover and tap in. She'll go now and puts the ball through, and that is sensational. I mean, you just see it at one end and then you see it at the other end. Seconds apart. I just talked about the talent of those two. And Anne Arrogant thought, I'll show you. And boy, did she. That was literally a ball. And look at it. Saw the keeper where the keeper stood. Again, a lot of players would just kick the skin off that. But she's a mathematician. She just works out the odds and lays it down the middle. And that was a very, very tight angle. So instantly a response, 4-1. We have a substitution coming on for Casuarina as well. Number 6 is coming on. That looks like Malboy Hudson. It is. So Soraya is out there. And now the can for Emma Ryan again. Emma on it, takes the shot. And first time from Emma. She had too many Casuarina players chasing her. And this one is collected by Michelina. So we're going from end to end. And the young talent is on show. Hoffman. Slows it up, does the captain, looking for a better position, goes back to Sales. Sales again. As I said, Ash just doing her work. And Nalileli pouncing onto that quickly. And Michelina puts it out to the aforementioned Sales. Ashley moves forward. Peggy Rock gets in there and steals it. Emma Ryan puts a little one through to the substitute. And Bianca Brain can go back to a captain. Does that now. Jiraiya pushes wide. Then puts a ball through. Trying to feed it past Chloe Shug. Now Rhea Gray has it. Rhea can turn in. Pushes wide again to Jade Bates. Jade turns it early in. Can Rhea get to it? Cassie Reeve does. And even with a left foot. One step and bang. She's obviously played with her brothers in the backyard. Such good technique. Look at this. Just that bang. So this is Abby throwing in. And Jade Bates pressuring Chloe Shug. Comes away now for Malboy Hudson. And this will go out of play. Big Greg straight into it. Good energy from the number 16. Douglas has to come in for Casuarina and clean that up. Oh, nice work from Douglas, otherwise Peggy Rock had that. Now comes to Tegan. McWilliam puts a short one through to Jiraiya Kirby. Has a bit of time and a little bit of space. It's closing down now. She goes to Rhea Gray. 3 experienced players. And well, that's an opportunity there for a shot. Rhea Gray's got plenty of pace she can go forward to. She's looking to try to get across to Bianca or Emma. And Carter's going to have to go back at pace to clean this up. Nice work from Matilda. Malboy Hudson, challenged by Jiraiya Kirby, keeps it. Those two maintain strong presence on the ball. Chloe Shug now under pressure. Peggy Rock in there early, wins the ball, off she goes. She looks up and says, where are you? Now she puts the ball across, but Cassie Reeve, so clever. Knew that cross pass was coming, knew Ryan was on the other side. Ball still alive. And that's going to come away fortuitously for the number 12, right in the middle of the field with plenty of space. That's always going to be awkward for the opposition. Now Hoffman picks it up. McWilliam in front of her. Hoffman holding the ball up. Tries to go back to Douglas. Nice work by MINDIL. And here comes Emma Ryan off a McNeil win. Now she takes off, goes screaming past Cassie Reeve, but equally fast player. Nadia Lely will clean up. With these speedsters, players are still catching up. Hard to keep up with your own player, let alone the opposition when they're as fast as Emma Ryan and then Aragon, Peggy Rock or Hoffman. On that occasion, Nadia Lily. A little bit of a mistimed one from Ryan. Straight onto it is Nikki Kalidas. Such a well-balanced footballer. Now Rhea Gray. Rhea's going to look for Jade Bates, I think, and does. Chloe Shug gets there first, but then a shot from Kirby. And then Nikki's in there again in the midfield doing the hard work. Substitute Mauboy Hudson goes back to her. Pressure from Rhea Gray. That was good work because it's now brought the keeper into play. And if this goes for Rhea, she could have a shot. It just didn't fall her way. Now it comes for Bates. And Jade puts one across, but she'll be collected, captured and bounced once, twice by the pink jersey and the white socks and those black gloves of Miguelina Hordas. Yeah, it just sums up those two players. Rhea Gray working hard, and then Lauren Douglas making that extra little effort to make sure Rhea doesn't go forward. Right, Abby Gregg with a throw. Peggy Rock picks it up, holds the ball up, finding space, then puts a cross pass. Just knows, hasn't been in the game very long, but just can read it immediately. Then there's the run. If that beats Ashhausen, it does. Nice work from Tegan. They know where that danger is, and it's Emma Ryan, and Emma's going to have to take a shot. It's a cross pass. She's looking for Peggy Rock on that occasion, but Cassie Reeve was fantastic. Again, now comes to Ryan. She'll try and beat the defender. That's her role. And then Peggy Rock onto it, and she's... I was just going to say, I thought she's so quick as she could get there in time, but not according to the AR. But enterprising play from the young Ryan and Rock. And make mention of Tegan McWilliams. Well-calibrated pass. Right on the money. There goes Cassie Reeve, one step back and sends it 50 metres upfield. Now there's a run. This time from Hoffman. You're going to get past Tegan, and that'll come back. Tegan's going to say thank you. I'll have the ball back. And Tegan just gets straight up, goes collect the ball and gets underway. Great character in the Tegan McWilliam. Defensive efforts, whatever they are, they're always multiple. Tireless in that position. 77 minutes have passed. Thank you to McDonald's. Live streaming opportunity. Ryan has it at her feet. Challenge comes from Nikki Kalidas. Now it goes to Douglas. Douglas turns around and puts a lovely ball through. And out comes Yasmina. Nice work from Leminski. And gets a boot to it. Goes down looking for Ryan on that side. Rock sort of tried to bring it in. It's still alive for them. Rock gets a header on now. Nadia Lily with the ball. Pressure comes from Rock again. Now Tegan McWilliam has it. Turns the ball inside. Good challenge from Douglas. You can see what Tegan was trying to do. And this will be a ball along the ground to Yasmina. She right foots it down over Mauboy Hudson, over Chloe Shug, but Chloe gets the toe and a boot to it. Peggy Rock picks it up, slows it down. See what Dwyer was trying to do then. Nearly there. They get a second go at it. Nice work from Chloe Shug. Now there's a foot race. And Abby won't give up, nor will the number 11. They're in it now. And Aragon pushes forward, and she has a lovely ball back in. It's sitting for somebody. And very unselfish of Bernadette and Cito. She just sort of was running away, running from the ball so Hoffman could get a shot on, and in the end they ran into each other. So we'll come back at 78.5 minutes, my apologies, on the Northcrest scoreboard. Then there's a ball, push forward. Bianca there, Nadia pushing wide, the little number 3. Ash Sales turns it on the inside to Nikki Kalidas. Just sort of step back, further back in the pack, and such a smart player, just getting in front of the defensive line and just really setting the tone. So throw in for Casuarina, coming up to that last 10 minutes and a bit of regulation time. 3-1 is the score. For the team running right to left, they hold the ascendancy at the moment. Plenty of time for a change. And both sides have plenty of goals in them. And this may not be the end of the run. Right, Rhea Gray pushing forward. Lely comes forward. Hoffman has it, goes back to Sales. Sales looks over and finds Douglas. Well-directed passing in all occasions just then. Now another one right in front of Bernadette, but who else? Tegan McWilliam just saw it, came forward, as Chloe has on this occasion. Jade Bates has it. Here's the call from Peggy Rock. Goes there, but Malboy Hudson was alert to it. There's a good tackle from Rock. Goes back to Abby, and Abby's trying to turn one around and does find Jade Bates. Pressure comes from Malboy Hudson. And Aragon light on the feet as usual. Gets the ball back to Shug. Shug up to Kalidas, and then Rhea puts one across, but that's too far ahead. And Michelina Hordas knows how quick Emma Ryan is, so she's not going to come late to a ball. She came out early and never swerved from the direction and the intent. So well done to the keeper. You need to be on your toes with Emma Ryan coming at you. Here we go, and this is the other one. Ball goes back in, well directed, straight towards Hoffman. And who else is at the back? Douglas to clean up. And she'll go around, and she does, around the defender from Mindil and goes towards the area. No one really pushing forward on this occasion. So Jariah Kirby will. Goes over the top. Does. Now Jade Bates has it. You can hear the call from the coach. Get there, Emma. And this will be a corner, will it? Yep. So an opportunity. And a substitution. Well done to the double goal scorer, Nikki N. Aragon. Great 81 minutes and 49 seconds from the number 11. And on goes number 7. And that's Alexandra Ramos. So welcome, Alexandra. Number 7. Some heavy bandage on the right knee above the pink sock. On this Saturday full moon football. Ball comes through. Cassie Reeve gets a toe to it. Trying to push. No, sorry. Nadia Lely gets a toe to it. And then Jariah Kirby has a shot. Oh, nice work from Kalidas. Didn't overcommit. Turns back in again. Just so calm and poised in her play. Now she puts it across to Hoffman. Hoffman does the same and pushes it wide to Ash Sales. Ash always presents itself. Now it comes to Cassie. And Reeve then puts a short ball on. Pressure comes from the substitute. Sorry, it comes from Emma Ryan on that occasion. The substitute, Peggy Rock, just inside the circle for Mindil. Now she moves towards the ball, Peggy, and wins it. She was just waiting. And then a nice bit of work from some good football from a lot of players out there. And now goes Douglas. Gets past, puts the ball in, and then Bernadette took an early shot. Could have maybe, you never know in those positions. You often feel and hear like there's cattle about to hit you from behind. But she had plenty of time just then. And took it early. Substitution now. Jade's coming off. And on goes number 5 for Mindil. And from here, with my eyes, that looks like Greta. Yes, it is. So Greta's going to go to the left side, Emma Ryan to the right. Dave McWilliam ringing the changes for Mindil. 3-1. Plenty of time. You can always get goals that come in groups. It's not out of the question that they get to very quickly, but they've got to get the ball. Malbo Hudson with it. Goes back to Ramos. Ramos, as I said, heavily bandaged in the right knee. Chloe Shug first time. It's going to be picked off by Rhea Gray. Now Bianca Bray goes towards it. Brain goes towards it. Cleared away by Ellie. And Lely gets it back. But how Peggy Rock's got it, and she takes off. Pressure will come from, nice ball through to Emma Ryan. She'll take off, pushes it past, but it's very much a harder task to get past Nadia Lely. Two great athletes there, very fast. I'd like to see who'd win that one over 80 metres. Nikki just doing what Nikki does. Really very comfortable on the ball and sets the tone as they come out of defence. This will go to way of Mindil. They're just a metre and a half, maybe 2 metres, 3-4 metres into their attacking half. Emma Ryan with an early ball goes to Peggy Rock, and Peggy's offside. Learning the game. But she's picked up so much so quickly. Such an instinctive athlete. Not a lot of her. But it's all heart and commitment. Carter in there. Now Douglas. This comes away from Annette. And it equally works away from McNeil. McNeil now gives it to Kirby. Kirby's just going to go. You can see what Jariah was doing. That's frustrating for her because she nearly got it. She'll go back again. Holds off because it's come to Douglas. Now she has to do that hard run back. The 212s not far from each other, and that's the hard work that Jariah does. And she deserves that as well. Just the effort she puts in. Got back, covered that ball. Well played to her. So it's now with Matilda Carter. Matilda's trying to find Ryan. Shug gets in the way. Peggy's there. And Rock holding it up. Clever play. Goes back to a captain. Then the captain says, you go. And off she does. The number 6, Emma at pace. Puts an early ball in, and that's just not going to make the mark this time. So she's human. Saw the goal line approaching quickly and then just tried to get it across the body, and on this occasion couldn't. You can see the balance wasn't right and the weight wasn't forward. But she's so young and she'll learn so quickly from that. I guarantee you the next time the net will be shaking. So Michelina Hordas setting the tone again, the pace moves forward. Short ball to Cassie, and Cassie Reeve just puts one through and has to head it back again. Shug under pressure. Good stuff from Emma Ryan. Does the hard work as well as the goal scoring. And a shot from Bianca. Won the score. Now that we've adjusted the board, 2 goals to N. Aragon in that 4. And Douglas pursuing the ball like it's the first minute, not the 88th minute almost. Thumbs up, Lauren Douglas. They're ahead on the board. There's moments to go, and she pursues that ball, and so does this number 8. Nikki Kalidas now puts one through and trying to find Ramos, and Ramos is going to have to deal with Greg. And now it comes for Rhea Gray, and she's got a chance to set Emma on away. Peggy Rocks has it. Now Rhea Gray has. She looks to see where Emma is. Now she puts the ball through, and Emma We'll let that one roam. So she's obviously got a instruction from the assistant referee. Otherwise she would have pounced. There's still an opportunity. Comes away from Chloe Shug. Now comes the challenge from Ryan. Goes out to Malboy Hudson and just skips across Soraya's boot. So it'll be a throw in. Shakes her head. Ball just got more pace than she thought. This is Abby. Abby throws to Peggy. It's going to come through to Nikki. They've all got Y's on the end of their name so far. And goes back to Mickey. Who goes out to Cassie with a knee. This is good work from McNeil. Strong work. Now finds Bianca Brain. Now Ryan's in there as well. There's a chance. Referee says, assistant referee agrees. So players down at the moment. Michelina's not. Now she's up. Opportunity there. Collision of bodies and the ball bouncing awkwardly. Last minute of regulation time. Shug gets a call early from Ramos. Ramos does a nice turn and off and off she goes. Alexandra goes back to Soraya Malboy Hudson, and it's a good bounce, and there goes Emma Ryan. Scoots past Shug and then has the ball at her feet, turns across in. It's a great cross, and unfortunately Greta's come down. But Emma Ryan just moved a really narrow corridor, and poor old Greta, she's just come down, all ends up there. There goes the whistle. But a really entertaining game of football from these two sides, played in a really, really fine spirit, and that's a reflection of both the coaches and the captains out on the field there. So in the end, it's a 4-1 victory to Casuarina, the Rowdies over MINDIL Aces. And there's so much talent on both sides, so much promise in both sides, that we look forward to the later stages of this season when all of these players will be much fitter and hopefully injury-free, of course. And they will just get better and better. My name's Bruce Stalter. This is FNT's live streaming of the Women's Premier League for 2022. And that is the end of the second game for round 4. And thank you so much to McDonald's and Award Keller, our principal sponsors for the women's game in 2022. We'll see you tomorrow when we do it all again at 5 o'clock here at Larrakia Park, when the last game of round 3 takes place for the Women's Premier League for 2022 here in Darwin. Good night.